Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Your Time to Shine, a radio show designed to help you explore your own divine gifts. Good evening, and thank you so much for tuning in with me this evening. And I hope today finds you well and enjoying hopefully some of you have some spring weather. I know I talked to a friend in Canada and they got another snowstorm a few days ago. But hopefully, wherever you were able to take in a little bit of the spring um, and enjoy all of the stuff, all of the newness that comes with spring. So, tonight I wanted to talk to you a little bit about receiving. And I've been working on receiving for myself and a little trick that I've been working on, and I thought I would share with you tonight. So, as humans, most of us have a really hard time receiving, whether that be receiving compliments, receiving help, receiving assistance, receiving love, whatever that receiving is, a lot of us have trouble with that. And so to be able to receive, to be able to completely open up and receive all the goodness that wants to come through for us can be really challenging. Now, there's lots of things out there to help you with receiving. There may be some clearing that needs to happen. There may be some things that need to be resolved in your life before you can receive. However, for me, this little trick and has been working for me. It's been a little bit easier to receive. And as light workers, especially, or empaths, it's harder for us to accept this and to receive. And so, a little trick that I've been playing with over the last few weeks, and it still is not automatic. So, when you're trying to change a thought process or a habit, it takes about 21 days of working through that in order for it to become ingrained in you or inherent or to create a new habit. So it does take some practice. It does take some time. So I've been working with this, and I will be the first one to say that I'm not always very consistent with it. However, when I am consistent with it, it makes a big difference in receiving. So it's a matter of slowing down, right? Slowing down and being in that moment, right? Whatever that is, whatever that looks like. So, one trick for me is that when I'm taking my vitamins and my supplements, to just take a nice deep breath. And as I'm taking the supplements and I'm drinking the water, right, to get the supplements into my body, just to be in the moment and be in that space of receiving, receiving what those supplements are going to do for my body, to heal it, to energize it, to give it nutrition or minerals, whatever it is that you are taking. Right? You can even do this with your medications. It's like a small blessing, right? Blessing the supplements, blessing the medication with unconditional love, and just being in the moment of receiving and how that feels to just take that in, even for just 10 seconds, right? Just 10 seconds out of your day to do this as you're taking your supplements. Now, you can do that with other things too, right? As you stop to take water in during the day for 10 seconds, just stop, take the water in. Think about what it's doing for your body, that it's hydrating your body, it's nourishing your body, it is flushing your body out of toxins and things that no longer serve you. And so being in that receiving of taking this into your body makes a huge difference. It changes it shifts your vibration, and it allows you to be in that space and place of receiving, if only for 10 seconds, right? So as you do this, find more things that you can do for 10 seconds to receive. Now, the biggest one that I've talked about before in the show is receiving compliments. And boy, I can tell you, ask my husband, I still have problems with this. And as humans, we do. So, even taking a compliment, right? Oh, look, your hair looks fantastic today. Instead of saying, oh, yes, but, and then having some kind of an excuse, stop and simply say thank you. And you don't have to say anything more, right? Just that simple act of acceptance is enough to bring in the receiving of that compliment, right? So there's lots of little things that you can do throughout your day to help you with all of these things. And so just take the time to be in that moment and be in that space and place of receiving, because it does change the way you feel. It changes and, you know, makes your vibration just a little bit higher. But if you can't receive in your life with some of these smaller things, then some of the bigger things are harder to receive, right? Receiving that new job, receiving money, receiving wealth and abundance, right? All of those things that we hope and desire and wish for may be a little bit harder if we can't receive some of the simpler things in life. So just try this just for, even for a couple of days and see how it feels for you. And, make them small things, make them things that you can actually feel accomplished at. Because if we can't feel accomplished, we have a tendency not to do those things. Oh, I can't do this because, right? And we start making excuses for ourselves. So just know that it's going to take a little bit of time and it's going to take a little bit of practice, but I know you all can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. And remember, it takes 21 days to change a habit. So this isn't something that's just going to happen overnight. It's not going to be something that happens by just doing it for a few days or even just a couple of times, during your day. And then you say, yep, it's great. I'm receiving and I'm receiving all. No, of course, there are those out there who do have that ability. But for most of us, we have to work a little bit more at it and get over our human self and be able to do some of those things. So, you know, few minutes, couple seconds, that's all it takes to be in that awareness and to try to change how you receive and be able to receive. It's an amazing feeling. So I encourage you to try this out, test it out. Let me know how it's working for you. All right. Perfect. Right now, we have a caller on the line. We have Paula in Dundee, New York. Good evening, Paula, and welcome to Your Time to Shine.
Hi,
Hi, how are you?
I'm okay.
Good.
Um,
What can we do for you this evening?
well, I'm kind of not sure what question to ask because I was I had a phone call prior, and so I didn't know what type of medium you were. Do you do mediumship or is it astrology? I don't know what your specialty is, so I don't know what question to ask.
Okay, perfect. Yes, I'm a medium, and that is my
Okay,
specialty.
great. I lost my
Yes.
fiance 5 years ago, and everything was perfect. He was the one, and ever since then things have went to crap, and I'm basically trying to gather my life together, and everything just seems like it's gone downhill. I mean, my family life, my beingness, who I am, and I know this is hard to say, but I look forward to leaving. Um,
Right.
and so part of me wants to know, I guess, if you can change your journey into like a sooner, or if, how do you make it better when you don't see light in anything anymore? Because I've literally had my parents taken away. My husband's gone now. My voice is gone now. I lost my voice and I sing. And then I love horses and I lost that. I lost everything in the last 5 years that ever made me happy. And I literally don't know how to be happy. And nothing seems to be of interest at all. I just
Right.
cannot find
Right.
happiness.
Well, first off, Paula, I want to just say how sorry I am for your loss, and I can
Thank you.
understand, um, how you're feeling and what you're feeling. So, let me tune in here just for a moment and find out what it is, um, that Spirit is asking you to know. So there's going to be just a little bit of
And do you
silence, and then I'll be right back with you. Okay?
need his name?
Okay, Paula. Wow. Okay, so there's a lot going on here. First off, when someone passes, when someone very very close to us passes, they literally energetically take a piece of them, of our souls, of our self, with them when they go. That's what's that old saying of there's a hole in my heart kind of thing. And so,
Mm-hmm.
what you're feeling is those pieces of you that were lost when your fiance passed. And
Mm-hmm.
so, by asking your angels and your guides to retrieve all of those pieces so that you can be whole again, um, would be one way to start, right? Um, there, they're showing me that you said you lost your voice, that you love to sing, and that out of
Mm-hmm.
everything that you have said, that is one that's just like resonating with me so much. It's like I can tell that that's the piece that really really lights you up. And so
Every day, it's what heals
when you
me. Like, it's what gets me through emotions.
exactly. Exactly. Because what's happening is it's the voice, it's the vibration that you feel within your body when you're singing, right? And that's actually
Yeah.
what's going to raise your vibration. It's what's going
Mm-hmm.
to be able to help you get through this and pull through, right?
Yeah.
So you
And I feel like it's gone forever. I try and I crack or nothing comes out. It's so damaged, and I don't know how to fix it.
So usually with our voice, our throat chakra, it's about what it is that we're not willing to, what is it that we're not saying that needs to be
I say
said?
a lot. I say too much if you ask me.
Well, I think you need to go deeper than that, right? I think that there is, I feel like there's a lot of anger. Um, you're very, very angry with
Mm-hmm.
your fiance leaving, right? So there's all these emotions that are running through, right? And so being
Yeah,
able to get them out, right? Whether you write them on paper, whether you literally sing them out, which might be the
I do.
perfect
I
thing for you,
I
right?
say out loud because I'm not mad at him. I'm mad at me. I'm mad at my higher being. for choosing this. I'm mad that I signed up for this, and I'm
Right.
mad to have to stay here and put up with it. Honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're showing me though that there's bigger things here at work, that your time here is there's still a lot to do.
I don't
You're
even know
going
what
through
that
some.
is.
I'm sorry?
I don't even know what that is. I'm going through so much. I'm so occupied with all I've been going through and all I'm still going through.
Right.
I don't
Right.
know how to do it. I don't know how to deal with it. I don't know what I'm supposed
Right.
to do.
And that's why you're not able to get very clear, is because there is so much going on, right? And because there's
Yep.
so many things that still feel for you that are unresolved. And so
Yeah.
to take one piece at a time, right? So, for instance, start working on your singing, because out of all, again, they just keep showing me how this piece of your singing like raises to the top of all of the things that you do that make you thrive. This is the one
Yeah.
thing that's really going to help you get through this, help you navigate through all of this, right? So if you can go and you can um, raise your vibration and you can feel amazing when you sing, right? So
Now,
I
what if
don't
it come
know if
out?
that means finding a group, that you can go to and you sing as a group. So it
I
by
can't
doing
sing.
that, I'm sorry?
No, I mean my voice is gone. I can't sing. I did something in a competition and it won't come back. I can't sing at all. It won't come out. I sound like this. I sound like I'm cracking, and my voice disappears. I can't hit notes. I'm not on key. I can't sing at all anymore.
So again, I think what they're showing me is um, to work with somebody, like a vocalist or somebody who can kind of work with you through this. They're saying this can be healed, okay? That you can work through this. It may not be where you wanted it to be, right? You may not be at the point where you were doing competitions, but you're going to be at a point where it's going to just feel so good to sing, right? And maybe you adjust how you sing, right? You adjust your pitch, you adjust, but this might be something that you need a little bit of extra guidance on from somebody else, right? To help you navigate through that and go through those things. Um, because they're showing me just this little piece is going to be enough to kind of help you to move forward, to get some forward momentum, to be able to push through some of these things that you're feeling. Because yes, they're showing me that you've given up on everything, or you feel like things have been taken away from you, right? There's still opportunity to do some of those things, but maybe it's looking outside of the box, right? So
I thought
because
the
you did
money's
all of
been
these things
taken.
before, you have an idea of how it's supposed to be, how it's supposed to look. And they're asking you to take a different viewpoint on this.
I don't. I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
So how does it feel for you when I say, to go find somebody to help you work through your voice and your
I
singing?
have no money. I have no money. I'm a single parent. I've got a situation where I went from an apartment to a house and it's more expensive, and I barely have enough money to make it. I can't pay anyone.
Okay. So is there somebody in your life, or somebody that that has some experience with this that could help you?
Nope. I'm alone.
Because it feels like that you have a friend or somebody that might be able to help you with your
I don't know who
voice.
that would be. I'm the singer in my family. I'm the singer in my friends. I don't have anyone else that knows anything about this.
Okay. Um, I don't know. They just keep bringing this up. They just keep bringing this up that, finding a group, right? There are groups out there. It doesn't cost anything to, to join these groups and to work with them. And through that, you might find somebody who might be able to help you get through those other pieces, right? But it's a matter of being able to find one thing that can bring you some joy, that can bring you a little bit of something. Because right now, everything, you just said you're a single mom, so everything is relying on you, and your cup is empty. There's like nothing left to pour out of that cup.
It's
And
so
so to
empty. It's
be able,
broken.
what's that?
It's so empty. It's broken. It's too much.
I understand. I do. I do.
And when I sing, it's not even good enough to join a group. I'm embarrassed. I don't have joy over it. It makes me hurt even more to sing. Like it hurts my I don't want to say my feelings because that's not quite right, but it is.
Right.
I'm so like this isn't me. Who is this singing? This isn't me. This is horrible. This is
Right.
singing. This is croaking. It's bad.
They're they're telling me though, your loved ones are telling me though that your voice has changed, yes, but you're being really hard on yourself because of who you were before this. And what they're showing me is that you are beginning anew. Like this shell around you is cracked, and you're like this, newborn phoenix rising up. So, what you knew once before is not going to look the same. It's going to be completely different.
As long as it
And
sounds good, I'll be all right with that. But right now, it doesn't sound promising. I mean, it doesn't. It comes out and it's horrible, and it's not even good. I mean, it might be different, but it's not good.
but is that your perception of you? Has anybody else, listened?
Oh no, I'm hard on myself. I love
Exactly.
singing. I love it,
Exactly.
but I can't accept it sounding like this.
I think that's a piece that is going to be really hard for you to overcome, but I think you can do it. So, it's again, it's about finding something, some little piece in your life that can fill your cup. Okay. Even if it's just a little bit, one step at a time, one day at a time, to be able to fill your cup up just a little bit. Right.
I
And to
really
be
do
able,
try.
what's that?
I try. I really do.
Yeah, I know you do.
I just don't see it.
Going through this process, there's going to be somebody else that comes into your life. That may not be something you want to hear right now, and that's
The
okay.
man, no, I don't want it. If it's a relationship, I don't want it. I never did. But
Yeah.
a friend I can deal with, they
There
know I
is
don't want a man.
there is possibilities of friends, different friends, okay? Because again, you're not the same person that you were. So
Oh no.
you're going to be attracting different friends, different relationships, and that's what this is about right now. It's about putting you in a different space so that you can have some of those other relationships and some of those other opportunities to come through.
I could really use a good financial opportunity. Huh. I know that's terrible, but it fixes most
No,
things, sadly.
no, it's not. No, it is not. It is not unacceptable to want and to need, the financial security and stability. I mean, that is
Yeah,
one of our
yeah,
God-given rights as humans, right? And so it's
yeah.
not too much to ask.
I didn't think so.
It's not.
That would definitely help avenues. It would definitely help finance taking care of my children, and it would finance a
Yes.
vocal coach, or it would finance those things.
Right.
Peace of
Well,
mind to not.
Paula, we're coming down to the last few minutes of our show. But again, I just really want to reiterate, because Spirit keeps bringing it back to me again, over and over again, to encourage you to find a group, to find your voice, and to be okay with that. So with that, I hope it's helped a little bit.
I hope I do something and make it soon. That
Yeah.
was great.
I understand. Well, thank you so much for being on the show with me tonight, and I wish you the best.
Mm.
Thank you again, everyone, for joining me this evening. That does it for me. You can reach me on my website at www.wingsofsoulswithjulie.com, and reach me over on my Facebook pages at Julie YeagerWalker Medium or Your Time to Shine. Have a great night, everybody, and we will see you next week.